Guys and dolls, welcome back. So I'm looking particularly skankerific today. I've got my greasy, like no product, not styled hair today. Whew, you're looking sexy on the internet. So today I wanted to do another experiment video. A lot of you really loved my sharpeners video and I had so much fun creating that for you guys. And I want to do more of these experiment videos. So just try something completely new that I've never done before on camera. This one's a little bit sketchy because it's my hair, so if it doesn't turn out, I'm kind of screwed because this is attached to me. But you know, I kind of need to do something about it anyway. It's driving me nuts. For those of you who don't know all of my hair woes, I colored the bottom portion of my hair green and it looked amazing. It was awesome. But I also colored my roots purple. And what ends up happening is as you shampoo the purple out, it bleeds into the green and it creates this sort of like dusty dark teal, which is actually really pretty. It's a gorgeous color, and if this is what I was going for, I'd be super happy, but I want my green back. So I've thought about different methods to remove the color. You could do something like a bleach bath, but that's a little more harsh than I want to do to my hair. My hair is pretty damn damaged. So I want to minimize the trauma, and so I heard about this method called the vitamin C method, where you mix ascorbic acid and shampoo. You put it on your hair and apparently it helps lift some of the color. From what I read, it's not as effective as a bleach bath, but that's okay because I don't need it to be. I just needed to remove a few layers of the runoff, if you will, from here to here. I am going to use it all throughout my hair because I think it just would be nice to sort of start fresh with it. So what I'll be using for this today is the Prel shampoo. This is super classic, basic. You don't have to use anything fancy. Some people prefer to use a more moisturizing shampoo. Some people, like myself, like to use something a little more clarifying. I just got this because the smell reminds me of my grandma. And then I'm going to be using some ascorbic acid powder. A lot of people use vitamin C tablets, which is a great option because you can just run over to the store and pick those up. But I wanted to pick up the powder because it seemed like it might be a little bit easier to do because I wouldn't have to sit there and crush up the pills. So I got that on Amazon. Next thing I'll need is a little scoop thing. This is a 1 tablespoon. This will help me determine how much I'm using because there's no real standard measurement. I looked online. People will say use this milligram of tablets or use this much powder. So I was like, I'll just eyeball it, figure it out for myself what I need. A tint brush for mixing it up, a bowl for mixing it into, a hairbrush for just distributing the oils throughout my hair. It's really important to make sure that before you do anything like this that you have hair that's well protected. You could also do things like coconut oil or even do a deep conditioner the day before. I opted to not wash my hair for 2 days and just brush all the oils down into it, so now I feel really gross. And the final thing that you'll need is some sort of like towel to drape on your shoulders or maybe an old t-shirt or something in case there's runoff. You don't want the dye to get all over your nice clothes. And then a little bit of cling wrap or something to, or even better yet, a shower cap if you have it, to wrap your hair in while it sets because it has to set for about 45 minutes. So before I get to mixing anything, I'm going to go wet my hair because apparently this works best in wet hair. So I'll be right back. Forgot to mention you will also need some gloves. These are some nitrile gloves. They're reusable, so they were actually in my shower, so they're a little bit wet. Just keeping it real here on the YT. Yeah, get reusable gloves whenever possible. They are better for the environment because you can use them over and over and over again. These are made out of nitrile, so they're also really great if you have a latex allergy. In fact, I just realized that these are 2 totally different gloves. This one's slippery and this one's textured. We are going to start putting this concoction in my hair. So initially I had this plan of making this like a very like formulaic type video where I gave you the exact measurements, and then I realized I really didn't do that. So with the shampoo, I started out with about 30 milliliters, and I only know that because my little cup here has measurements on the side. And then overall I added about 2 1/4 tablespoons of the ascorbic acid powder, and then on top of that I added a little bit more of the shampoo. This is not a highly scientific experiment that I had wanted it to be, but whatever. It's very watery. In fact, I'm a bit concerned about trying to get this onto my hair. So here goes nothing. I'm actually going to use the little tablespoon measurement to scoop a little bit out at a time. Oh no, that's not going to work. Ooh, I see why a lot of people do this in the shower, actually. At least it lathers nicely. It kind of stinks a little bit though. So far it smells better than all the other color oops type things I've used before. Alright, so now I will use the end of the comb here to separate the hair out. You can try to get plenty of the shampoo stuff. It does spread well, and I guess that's partially because your hair is wet. Stands to reason, right? So I'm already seeing a little bit of like a purple tint to the foam that's in my hands. It smells a little sulfur-like. Making sure I get that all worked through the hair. You can actually see some of the color lifting already, which is quite cool. I'm even putting it in the places like the back where the color's pretty good, but I just kind of want to start fresh. And just to be on the safe side, I'm just going to take whatever's left in the bowl and pour it on top of my head. And we are good and saturated, kids. You know, I thought I would need the clips, but it looks like I don't need to. It just becomes one big foamy mass, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to create a little foamy beehive. Go take the gloves off, maybe wipe around the edges a little bit. Okay, and then before I put the plastic on, I just want to go around some areas where there's been like some shampoo spillover, because I don't want it to accidentally end up dyeing my skin where it got on. So I'm just taking some cotton pads soaked with water, just wiping it off. So then I'll put some plastic wrap on. Super sexy. I don't know what the methodology is for this really. It's the new hotness. Now, the time that you're supposed to leave this on your hair is 45 minutes. Now, I'm a little concerned about this because I've never done this before, so I'm going to check it after 22 and just kind of check and see how it's going, maybe do the stretch test and things like that. But otherwise, I'm going to leave it on for the 45 minutes. Okay, so it's been 22 minutes. I'm just going to check this. The reason why I use gloves initially, obviously there's not like a lot of dye spillage or anything like that, but this can be a bit drying. I'm going to go ahead and brave touching this right now just to kind of see how my hair is doing. Okay, it looks like it's still doing pretty good. I can see that the color's lightened already. In fact, you can see that there is color coming off. Here's hoping this works out. All right, wrap it up again. And give it another 22 minutes. Alright guys, so we made it to the 45-minute mark. My hair doesn't seem to be too damaged, but only time will tell. Let's go ahead and shampoo my hair and see how much this color came out. I think I'll also do probably a deep treatment on the hair while I'm in the shower because this is a bit drying. So, okay guys, so I went ahead and rinsed it out. After rinsing it out, I used a repair treatment on it. This is from Ion. You can get this up at the register at Sally Beauty Supply. This isn't my absolute favorite deep conditioner, but I was out of that one, so this one will do. So here are the results. And it's not bleached by any means. Like, it's not like way lighter, but you can definitely tell that it's lighter. You can actually see the blueness of the bottom a little bit more, whereas before it almost looked just black. Let me see if I can just pull it up. So yeah, see, it's still very much like a smoky color. In fact, in some ways it's almost a little bit more blue. I think we might be getting to the lower layers now because I had done some green over the overly dark color. And let me kind of explain the situation with the coloring a little bit better. Initially it was dyed green. And then I've been maintaining the color with greens. And then I got this manic panic color called, I don't know, Enchanted Forest or something, which looked right up the alley. Turned out to be very, very blue. So that one kind of left my hair with a very dark undertone to this part. So that kind of coupled with the purple blending into it. You can see I did a really good job with the purple. I actually quite like this purple color. I had intended to immediately cover it up with darker purple, but I'm kind of digging it. Green in the back is still definitely kicking. Let me go ahead and show you guys. So it's definitely still green, but it's starting to look a little bit grungier. And when I first dyed my hair, the green and the purple last fall, I had mentioned that at some point my hair is probably going to hit a grungy stage. we have approached grungy, kids. I kind of like it. It's cool. I was kind of concerned that leaving my hair like this for a couple of days in between sessions was going to look terrible, but it's actually kind of cool looking. So what I'm going to do now is give my hair a rest. I'm not going to do anything with it today. I'm not going to use any styling methods, no heat, nothing. Totally let my hair rest, you know, comb my hair to get the natural oils distributed and that kind of thing. The goal that I have here is to be able to get these ends as light as humanly possible without doing any bleach damage. I don't want to go there. I don't want to, you know, traumatize my hair further, which is also why I'm going to wait a couple of days before I try this again. I've read some people like to wait about 48 hours. I've read that some people do it again immediately. I just want to kind of reduce the trauma on my hair, so I'm going to give it some time. I'm going to wait Thursday, and then on Friday I'm going to revisit this with another round, which I'll probably just go ahead and take care of in the shower. I will show you guys the results at the end of this video, but I don't want to go through the whole process on camera again, if for no other reason than spills. For the results after one round, I am so impressed with how this worked. It's not exactly where I want it to be finally, but it's really close. I'm surprised by how much it actually took out without having to use bleach or anything, and more importantly, that it actually doesn't look all that terrible. In fact, it's pretty shiny right now, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. I was really kind of worried of it looking really dull and manky and gross. It is a bit grungy, but I'm okay with that. When I initially dyed the hair green, I had told you guys I was kind of almost excited for the grungy stage, and we have officially hit the grungy stage. The purple is absolutely lightened, but it's still vibrant, which is really kind of cool. I think that's the best part about this, is that if anything, it took some of the color out, but it's still vibrant. In fact, in some ways, it's more vibrant. Pretty excited about it. Still want to do another round. I'm going to wait a day or two. I don't want to stress my hair out by doing too much too fast, and that's something that I have been prone to do in the past. One of the reasons why I used to do bleach baths is because I wanted that instantaneous results, but now I'm going to go low and slow. I'm going to wait a day, and I'm going to revisit it. When I revisit it, I'm going to do that method in the shower because this was a bit messy. I did get, you know, the mixture all over my vanity, which was super fun to clean up. So I will do that next one in the shower, but I will show you guys the results now. Alright guys, this is the final check-in for this video. It's been now a total of 2 weeks since I started this process, since I did the first vitamin C treatment, and just to kind of recap and give you guys an idea of what my original idea with this was, my plan was to use the vitamin C treatments to lighten my hair enough and then put color over it, because I assumed that my hair would look really, really bad if it did lift color out. And after the second treatment, I realized that I kind of liked the way that it looked. It was like, this is not bad. It's not green, which is my goal eventually, is to get back to that green color. But in the meantime, I'm trying to practice some healthy hair habits. So I'm trying to resist the urge to go ahead and have my roots bleached and all that. I'm experiencing now is this hair that's sort of like well, it's pretty bright purple at the roots here, but it's kind of like a smoky, dusty, faded out kind of color, and it's kind of grungy, and I kind of like it. I don't really have any immediate plans to change or alter the color or to color it. I might use a much milder purple color just to get a little bit more of a smooth consistency, because the vitamin C treatment made it really light right here, and I still have a nice band of really intense purple here. And I may even gloss it over with a very mild green, but I don't have any intentions of going full force with color at this time. I just kind of want to let it chill. So I wanted to show you guys the results because this is 2 weeks after the first vitamin C treatment. So I did the first one, a couple days later I did the second one, and I showed you guys those results. And here's what it looks like after 2 weeks of just normal washing my hair every couple days. You can see it's so much more faded than it was even after the second treatment. So that's interesting that the color has continued to come out of the hair. And I'm really happy with it. It doesn't come out like these big obvious things. It's not like my, you know, shampoo water is a color or anything. If anything, it's been really nice to just be able to like run my hand through my hair and not have my hands get stained. I think it's interesting that my original purpose for this was to, you know, remove it all and then color it back over because I assumed that my hair would look horrible. And I think it actually looks pretty cool, and I've had some other benefits from it. Something I'm noticing, like in the routage of my hair, is that my hair looks more blonde than it has in a really long time without looking super ashy. And in certain lights, it actually has a little bit of a warm tint to it. You can almost see it right there. What is that about? I guess the vitamin C treatment also helps to remove mineral deposits, so it may have actually helped to clarify my own natural hair color, which is super cool. I'm also noticing a couple of like silver and gray strands, which is actually also kind of cool. I mean, aging is just something that happens, and so seeing that process, I'm not taking it as like, oh, I'm getting so old. It's just like, hey, cool, I have some silver hairs. That's like, that's life, you know? So yeah, this is a bit rambly, and it's not clear, and it's not like a definitive tidy bow here at the end of the video for you guys, which is something I, you know, always try to do. But sometimes life is kind of messy, and sometimes things aren't super clear. So I've got lots of things going on. I've got the fact that this does work. It did remove color. It didn't remove it super dramatically. It's not like it bleached my hair, but that's okay because that's not what I was intending to do with it. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. Let me show you guys some of this hair back here. It's like so much lighter and brighter than it was, and yet still kind of faded and grungy looking. It's pretty cool. And the results are that my hair looks sort of faded, but not like dramatic. It doesn't look terrible. It's not like, oh my God, cover that up. The vitamin C treatment made my hair really shiny, which is something that I'm really enjoying, how shiny my hair is. This is my hair without product in it. I don't have anything like style products or anything like that. A little bit of a blow dry thing, but that's it. Overall, I'm just really happy with the results, and I would definitely recommend this to anyone who has color buildup, or maybe you're concerned that you might have mineral deposits build up in your hair. It happens. We have hard water, you know, whatever product buildup, it all happens. So if you think that this might be helpful for you, I definitely recommend it. I'm so happy with the results. This is something that if I ever need use of it again, I already know how to do it, and I'm just really excited. I kind of feel like overall this was a successful experiment, even though I didn't end up like in the exact same place. It's because I actually like the way that it looks. It's like, okay, well, I don't feel the need to cover it up immediately. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you'd like to see more experimental videos and what experiments you'd like to see in the comment section down below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Remember to be vintage or tacky, just be your own kind of beautiful. See you, bye.